Hello, welcome to Complete Chiropractic Healthcare, the website of Dr. Greg Arnold, www.pitchingdoc.com. Today we're going to be discussing my April 22nd, 2016 newsletter, Stop Thinking Long Toss is About Building Arm Strength. And underneath the date, there's a hyperlink for a PDF that pulls up and is usually easier to read. So this is the fourth newsletter of what I'm calling my Stop series, which is I'm trying to dispel current coaching concepts that have been around for a long time that have been proven to be wrong and are hampering pitcher development. So if you can click on the links here on the original page and it'll pull up these newsletters. First one is about the harm of the one knee throwing drill. The second is about the need to stop focusing on the throwing arm and look at body movement to fix mechanics. And the third is to stop making the pitchers assume an unathletic position by standing tall when they pitch. So today we're going to be talking about the idea that long toss is about building arm strength. It's the most common response that I get from pitchers, coaches, parents about when I ask why is long toss so important. And even a recent New York Times op-ed from April 9th that talked about injuries in baseball, the author talked about the need to build up arm strength to be healthy. And it's extremely important to realize that long toss is not about building arm strength. And this has been known for more than 20 years. Back in 1995 in the American Journal of Sports Medicine, they looked at shoulder strength in the throwing and non-throwing arms of collegiate baseball pitchers. And they found no differences. The direct quote is, "No differences were noted between dominant and non-dominant limbs for any of the strength measures or ratios." But another simple way that I put it is that when you look at baseball pitchers in the major leagues who are throwing 95 miles an hour, is their throwing arm any bigger than their non-throwing arm? And the answer is no, because long toss is not about building arm strength. Long toss is about timing. And everybody knows the phrase, timing is everything. So what kind of timing are we talking about? Well, the way that we can best answer this is by looking at hitters. And when hitters are in the cage taking swing after swing after swing, what are they working on? They're working on how best to make contact with the ball with the maximum amount of energy. Well, where does all that energy come from? It doesn't come from the hitter's arms. They're not swinging to build up arm strength to hit the ball harder with stronger arms. They're using their legs to transfer the energy from their legs into their arms. So when hitters are taking swing after swing after swing, they are perfecting the timing of how well they transfer energy from their legs into their arms. This whole concept of energy transfer is called the kinetic chain, and it's also used in pitching. In this 2010 study, they looked at the kinetic chain in overhead pitching in baseball players, and they talk about the efficient generation and transfer of energy from the body into the arm and ultimately the hand and ball. So that's what long toss is about. It's about how well can you learn to transfer the energy, the timing of how well you transfer that energy from the legs into the arms. And when we keep pitchers in this little closed tunnel of 60 feet 6 inches, they can get the ball to the plate. I have 8-year-olds that can throw the ball 60 feet off the mound to the plate. But when we're dealing with larger players, stronger players, their timing can be off at 60 feet, but they'll still get the ball to the plate. But when we talk about stretching them out to about 180 feet to throw the ball, if their timing is off, they're not going to get the ball there. Now, the 180-foot distance is the current recommendation that you can learn more about clicking on this hyperlink. And it's part of the current debate regarding long toss, and I wrote a newsletter about it in February of 2011 that looked at specific distances of long toss and how it affected velocity and accuracy and arm stress. So you can read that newsletter there. So the best quote that I've heard about this is from Tom House of the National Pitching Association, and he says, "Distance magnifies throwing mechanics mistakes." Kids can throw at 42, 46, 54 feet, and they can get the ball there, and it can look like their timing is good, but you take that same delivery and move it back to 100 feet, 120 feet, and many kids will have trouble getting the ball that far because you will uncover timing problems and mechanics problems. Now, if you want to learn about the National Pitching Association, you click on that link and you can read about Tom House and the program he offers. And I've read up on pretty much every big name in baseball pitching mechanics all across the internet, and I've met quite a few of them. And to me, Tom House is the only one who has it right. So a lot of what I've learned is through his program. So if you want to learn more about long toss and how to put long toss in your program, I have a video library on my website that you click on that link and it will take you to my video library where you can learn more about it. You can learn about what's in the library. There's a 1-minute video right here that talks about the components of it. You can read some testimonials, and if it's something you want to go ahead and subscribe to, click on the subscribe link and it'll take you to the store where you can get access to the library. Well, I'll eventually send you login information. So I hope this newsletter makes sense. It's an extremely important concept. Long toss is about timing. It's not about arm strength. If you have any questions about this newsletter, you can email me, pitchingdoc@msn.com. Call the number on the screen, or you can visit my website, www.pitchingdoc.com. Thank you.